Before even the darkness, there was nothing. Nothing until Pleana, goddess of the forming, rebuked the nothing and formed Throsia. From the back of her winged stag, Sorios, and with a sacred stone in each hand, Pleana stacked the mountains and filled the oceans. Finally, she set upon the land creatures of all kinds. To protect the stones that sustain the balance of Throsia, Pleana chose from among all the creatures 5 guardians. She called forth Krieg, splitter of skulls. She called forth Talam, crown of the wood. She called forth Veneda, of the shadows. She called forth Arya, the ordered. And she called forth Malthior, the wizard. Then Pleana summoned from the stars Galavor, a hex master, who arrived on his flying ship Excelsia to maintain balance among the 5 guardians and their clans. Together, these 6 formed the Hexant, the governing body of Throsia, and the order charged with protecting the eyes of Pleana, the sacred stones that were used to order the world. On the eve of each equinox, the Hextant gathered at a tavern called the Hex. There, before representatives from each clan, they heard the matters of the kingdom and ensure the ongoing security of the eyes of Pleana. For many centuries, there was only peace throughout the land. Generations passed. Then came the cleaving. A ruling of the Hexant went against the wishes of Ulthior, the current leader of the clan Malthior. Though it was a small matter, over the coming season, it grew large in his heart each day, until it caused a break. At the next equinox, neither Ulthior nor any member of his clan were present at the gathering of the Hexant. Then the earth shook, signaling to all that an eye of Pleana had been stolen. The Guardians knew they must act quickly to save the second eye, for if both fell into Ulthior's hands, he could undo the forming and return all to nothingness. When the Guardians attempted to depart, they soon discovered Ulthior had cast a spell on the Hex, trapping them inside. The Hexmaster informed the Guardians that while they were trapped, the spell held no power over their clan. He told them they may each choose a member of their clan to embark on the quest together to save the eye. He warned them that of themselves, the clan members stood little chance against Ulthior and his horde, but he would open for them a channel that would allow the Guardians to witness their quest, and for brief moments, allow them to commune with the members of their clans before the most critical moments of their quest. But leave a channel open for too long, and Ulthior could discover it and close off all communications between the Guardians and the clan members forever. Moreover, it will take a member of the clan best suited for each challenge to even have a chance against Ulthior's clan. As such, 4 champions from each clan will be granted a short time on the quest, with a champion from each clan being chosen from among them all to return for a final encounter.
That is, if they can find members of their clan brave enough to enter the Hex. Welcome, friends. It's so great to have you. My name's Dermot. I'm your humble barkeeper this evening. If you've been here before, we welcome you again. Last week, when we entered the Hex, our champions braved the evil mansion of Clan Veneda in search of the Eyes of Shadows. Bridges were crossed, songs were sung. Come to think of it, I think there was a machination who had his head ripped off. Fascinating, clearly very fascinating. Now, who's to say that tonight might not be a little more fascinating? Tonight our champions will be facing the trials of worthiness from Clan Arya. Speaking of the trials, I wonder if our Guardians found any champions for tonight. There's only one way to find out. Let's do it now. Please join me in welcoming the revered, the reverent, the ordered, the holy, from Clan Arya, the Guardian, Father of Benedict! Oh, Father, it is so great to see you. You have many fans this evening.
Indeed.
Now, have you found a champion for tonight?
Of course I have. I call forth the sorcerer Drusilia. Drusilia is a sorcerer of great acclaim and power, and I believe she will lead our clan to victory this night. Drusilia, I give you the die of Clan Aria. Please be seated.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, fierce indeed. Wonderful, wonderful. Next, allow me to introduce a guardian you're likely familiar with. The brutal, the violent, known to split a skull here or there. The guardian for Clan Krieg, Onan! Welcome. Great to see ya. Were you able to find a champion for this evening?
These witnesses of the Hex, tonight I have my most intimidating champion.
Oh,
Weighing in at a whopping 42 pounds, standing at a whopping 2'9". I present to you my champion, Helma! Come, sit, Helma.
It smells good here.
Yes, it does. Remember, intimidating. You're intimidating.
Oh, yes, very intimidating. Helmer is scary.
Helma, take hold of the die of Krieg. Very good. You can clap.
all right, an interesting choice. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our representative and guardian for Clan Talum, the Lady of the Wood, Nature's Terror. Introducing Lady Orchid Wraithclaw! Hello, lady. Welcome. Great to see ya. Have you found a champion for this evening?
Most definitely.
Perfect.
Tonight we have a very talented rogue, Mr. Jessamy Aidworn. Now, although he's on Clan Talum, he is a master thief. We expect him to steal the show tonight.
Yes, indeed, my lady.
And now, with this die,
Oh, you're looking for this?
we expect you to do great things for Talum.
All righty. Talum has jokes. I see what you did there. All righty. Now, lastly, but certainly not leastly, join me in welcoming the wicked, the vile, the mysterious, representing Clan Veneda, Guardian, Lady Madison Delore! Oh, Lady Delore, always so mysterious. Great to see you.
Barkeep, what did I say about calling me wicked?
Oh, you know, it's certainly been a long time since last week. You didn't happen to find a champion, did ya?
Well, luckily for you, I did.
Okay.
Our champion this week is the, somewhat curmudgeon-y, yet wonderfully powerful, fiery Señor Fuego. Yes, I know you are getting on in years somewhat, but please use the die of Veneda to your advantage.
Gracias. I'll try not to melt this one.
Yes, and you can sit down, of course.
All right, wonderful. We have our 4 champions. But I can see it in your eyes. I know what you all came here for. The beloved friend to you, to me, the wonderful, the genuinely handsome. Please join me in welcoming our one, our only Hexmaster, Galavar the Fourth! Oh. Doth mine eye deceive me? It's great to see ya!
Dermot, I bestow upon you the keys for the opening and unlocking of the channels this evening.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hexmaster, sir.
Champions, well met. We're excited to have you here with us as we venture forth to retrieve our next item in our quest. Now, before we begin, we must finish what we started last time by awarding the final points from the citizens of Throsia. This is where the vote currently stands. With Team Aria, 36,962 points. Team Krieg, 40,098 points.
Oh, well done.
Talum, 30,000 458 points, and Veneda, 35,282 points. Well done. And now, it is my honor to award you with the item that you retrieved last session. The Eye of Shadows. Ooh. Lady Delore, I give you the honor of placing this upon the mantle. Now, last week our champions fared very well in the old abandoned theater. Tonight will be a very interesting encounter as you enter the Temple of Pleana, where those of the House of Arya train to become acquainted with her ways. So, without further ado, Barkeep,
This is my favorite part. Yes, Mr. Hexmaster, sir?
unlock the channel.
Oh, with pleasure. The channel has been opened! Woo!
Guardians, to your seats. And now, Barkeep, please open the channel.
The channel is open.
Champions, I have a bit of bad news for you this evening. While we have been successful in obtaining 2 of the items, it seems that Ulfior has discovered our plot. Now, as we send you in tonight into the temple, you must work with haste, as he will be actively attempting to destroy the world in which we create for you. We will let you know his progress with this timer. If the timer runs out, he has reached your location, and you will begin to feel his effects. Keep that in mind as you travel tonight. We have tasked Lady Wraithclaw with attempting to find the method in which he has used to break in to our magic here. She will actively be working on that this evening. But now, let me paint you a picture of where we're sending you this evening. On the outskirts of the city of Everton, there's a path which leads to the Temple of Pleana, and to some, the sacred dwelling place of Arya. Arya was a cleric of Pleana, and therefore was given a place of honor, and was laid to rest on those temple grounds. Pleana is a goddess of light and truth, and this temple was built hundreds of years ago as a place of worship to her. The followers of Pleana travel here regularly on pilgrimage. Below the temple are crypts, where clerics and paladins of the Order of Arya were trained for battle of the mind and spirit and learned to uphold the virtues of Arya. Rumor has it that the stone Sky's Light, which you are searching for this evening, imbued with power, was hidden inside the crypts and is protected by the Order of Arya. The only way to obtain Sky's Light is to pass the rigorous and dangerous trials of worthiness. So, champions, without further ado, may you fly safely on Sorios' wings as we send you to your destination.
Hexmaster, if I may, before we depart, I'd just like to say a few words. I know that we're not all necessarily friends here. Indeed, sometimes we are even rivals, and sometimes...
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
Well, I just think it's interesting that a gnarly old sorcerer like you was chosen for Veneta over me, a young, handsome, dashing gentleman thief. Whatever the case, we must band together. For if we do not, perhaps the world as we know it may end. And I think that we have various resources at our disposal, several spellcasters, and indeed a quite intrepid halfling. What I'm trying to say is that we must work together, and if we do, we shall triumph. And you should all be quite shored up for the coming conflicts in the form of 9 temporary hit points from the inspiring leader that is me.
I got it.
So you shall begin with 9 temporary hit points added to your current hit point maximum.
A kind gesture.
Feel young again.
Very good.
And with that, we shall arrive at our destination. You find yourselves outside the magnificent and glorious temple of Pleana. It is after sundown, and the light of the moon pierces through the clouds, illuminating the beautiful stained glass windows that reach towards the sky. Before you is a large doorway made of double doors. What would you like to do?
Well, this is indeed the training grounds, yes, for members of Clan Arya.
Yes, that's correct.
Could you perhaps lead us in this
I'd
venture?
be happy to lead everyone.
I assume you have some foreknowledge of what we're going to encounter.
Well, I'm not sure that I have that much foreknowledge, but I can assume it will be a little bit different than what the previous champions have had to face. More tests of moral integrity and character, worthiness.
Helmer wants to give munchy morsels to Helmer's new friends before we go. Munchy morsel?
What'd you put in this?
Munchy tasty morsel. Yes.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's
pass.
food. Oh, gotcha.
Thanks.
Helmer will put this here.
Oh, thank.
Helmer's friend.
Thank you, Helmer.
Helmer thinks friends and Helmer are ready.
Now, in addition to finding yourselves in this new location, you also find a small scroll placed in your pocket. An additional task for your clan to give you the edge. Go ahead and reveal those scrolls for yourself now.
I wish I could see. I'm dying to know what these secret things are.
That's cheating. Ring the gong.
Oh, who's cheating?
No, you are.
Oh, I'm not ring the gong on myself, lady. Oh, the nerve.
Companions, in light of working together, ought we not to let one another know what our secret projects are, perhaps?
Then it won't be much of a secret, eh?
That's a good point.
We would be able to assist one another, which would save us time.
I think I'm good, thanks.
Are you not confident in your own abilities to fulfill your secret task?
Oh, I'm confident enough. May I roll persuasion on them?
Yes, you may roll persuasion. Please make a persuasion roll.
9. Plus 10.
All right, what I would like each of you to do, and we'll go around, is I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw. Contested against the 19, starting with Team Arya.
You got that magical mind control stuff?
15.
All right. Modifier?
+2.
17. Team Krieg.
4. Helmer's very, very wise.
Modifier.
+4.
All right. 8.
It's a good thing
And
you're cute.
Veneda, please.
19.
Modifier.
+1.
Okay.
Gotta get up a little earlier in the morning.
So the charisma of Jessamy does persuade you to reveal your secret tasks to him. However, Senor Fuego resists.
Fair
Please,
That's my boy.
Exchange, yep.
Helmer ate a little bit of it.
I see that, yes.
I find it interesting that in previous weeks,
Helmer
our
wants-
champions have been rather trusting,
like to,
and this week, the first time they're called upon to demonstrate that is when we have the suspicious ones.
Since we're
Indeed.
sharing, in the spirit of camaraderie after all,
let us all know.
can you read Helmer?
The legend.
Do you need help with any of the words?
All right, that's enough, that's enough.
All right. Having been fully equipped and prepped for your mission, what would you like to do?
I would like to investigate those doors.
All right. No need for an investigation check. They are fairly plain wooden doors, denoting the simplicity and humbleness that goes along with the clan of Arya.
You mentioned there was stained glass windows. Are there any particular scenes being depicted?
No, these are just colorful, like a rainbow, if you will.
All right.
As the champion for House Arya, I would be more than happy to lead you all forward through the gates.
Very well. Are there traps?
I'm not expecting there to be, but
the
I
front
can't
door
give
of
you
a
my
church?
word.
You never know.
They
People
usually
and their
leave those
religious
outside.
artifacts, quite protective.
I move confidently through the doors.
You do indeed. Opening the double
Oh,
doors.
I don't like that.
You find yourself in an elongated chapel. Pews on either side, large pillars supporting the gigantic ceiling above you, dozens and dozens of feet high. At the far end of the chapel, you see a statue of the goddess Pleana. She is holding a wreath, and there are many lit candles and gifts around her feet. There are several individuals in the pews, their heads bowed, muttering prayers. But the thing that catches your eye is a figure, robed, standing his back to you as you enter the chapel. As you enter, you hear a voice. I was expecting you'd come. The figure turns around, and you see a rather old cleric, his eyes heavy with exhaustion and wisdom. He looks to you and says, Drasilia,
Father,
you are come here for Sky's Light.
indeed.
Very good. I must ask, as many have come before, do you have your affairs in order?
Not sure that I have any affairs to arrange, to be honest.
Once you enter, you will not be able to leave until you have either completed the trials or die. I suggest, if there's anything that needs to be done, that you do it now.
Father, you wouldn't happen to have any gifts for people attempting the trials? Any safety precautions?
No gifts. Perhaps a bit of wisdom.
I'll take some wisdom.
All right. The trials of worthiness that you will face consist of the 9 virtues of Arya. And these virtues are considered essential for those desirous to enter the Order of Arya. The trials are designed to test and train those who feel as if they're ready. And now, after years have passed, they protect the sky's light. The stone which is imbued with Arya's helm with immense power. Many have entered, none have made it out alive.
We are not afraid.
Courage will do well for you down below.
A healthy amount of fear is what we have. Caution, but still brave. But not stupid brave. Just.
Yeah, the talking's making you real brave.
Helmer is smart brave,
Oh boy.
Yes, you are, Helmer.
Do you wish to enter?
What
Yes.
of that wisdom?
That was the wisdom.
That was the wisdom. Oh, very well.
I thought the same thing. We're on the same page.
If you're all prepared now, I think we should hasten.
Indeed.
Helmer wonders if old tired man wants a morsel of munchie, because when Helmer's tired, Helmer likes to munch.
I will accept. Drusilia, will you help an old man?
It's really quite scrumptious.
I will save this for later. I do hope that you are successful. I've been guarding this for many years, and I would like to finally rest.
We will not let you down.
I hope not. And he turns to the statue. He raises a hand and begins muttering in some sort of language that you don't understand. It almost sounds like the whisper of wind whipping around his fingers. And as he does, a bit of golden light wraps around each and then dives into the floor. And the floorboards and the stone dissolve, revealing a stairway descending down into the crypt.
I descend the stairs.
Geronimo.
Helmer follows his friends.
I walk in.
All right. So as you descend the steps, the light from the chapel above gradually fades. But it's met with new lights that are placed on each of the walls as you descend. And they seem to light with each step you take going down the stairs, until finally you find yourself at the foot in a small room with a doorway. Beyond the doorway lies a scroll placed atop a pedestal.
I would like to investigate for traps.
All right, please make an investigation check for me.
18.
All right,
Plus 6.
Wow, very good. Your discerning eye does not seem to note any traps. However, as you are the one to investigate,
All right, there's a scroll there.
Are you going to share?
Indeed. I'm an honest man. These are the trials of worthiness. Only those that possess justice, mercy, wisdom, fortitude, peace, harmony, discernment, purity, strength, and courage will succeed in their quest for the sky's light. Really? Integrity didn't even make the list. I would have sworn. Well, all the better for me. Shall we?
Helmer,
Can I look at that? Absolutely.
Helmer tries to be very good. Helmer thinks Helmer is ready.
You'll do just fine, Helmer.
So you've been through these trials before, yes?
Of course not. Didn't you hear? He said no one has ever made it out alive.
Kind of a weird vetting process, but okay.
Look, these trials were in place hundreds of years ago, way before I was, you know,
So
part of the
it's
clan.
more of an archaic training ground. And
Sure.
when they say training, they really mean slaughtering, if you will.
Sure. Maybe for the likes of you, but we'll see.
All right. Is there anything else in the room?
yes, in fact, as you have finished reading the scroll, almost as if by magic, another door appears directly in the wall in front of you, revealing another long hallway to light to illuminate the path.
I lead the way forward.
Helmer's ready.
All right.
I want to check this room real quick before I leave off. Are there any other secret hidden doors?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please.
11.
All right, modifier?
Investigation is wisdom,
Intelligence.
intelligence, and that is going to be a +0.
Okay. Looks pretty clean.
I've already checked him there.
Place
Let's
is
just
safe. Let's go.
proceed. Yes.
All right. As you proceed down the long hallway, you come to yet another door. Now, this has a pair of words inscribed above. It says justice and mercy. And inscribed on the door itself, etched in, is a balanced scale.
Okay. And this is the only door?
This is the only door.
I knock.
All right. As you knock, boom, boom, it swings wide to let you in.
Creepy doors. All right.
Let's move forward.
Inside, you find a large room, nearly circular in nature. The most notable feature is the circle of statues, all facing in towards a center stage. Now, as you approach, a woman steps out from behind one of the pillars. She is dragging with her what appears to be an orc in chains, blindfolded. He is brought low. The woman steps out. She looks at you and smiles beneath the hood covering her eyes. She says, "In this room, one must choose between justice and mercy. Another's life will be in your hands. Choose wisely." As she chains the orc to the stage in the center, she says, "This orc was found guilty 50 years ago of heinous crimes, which involve thievery, torture, and murder. Now, he's served his time in prison, and he has not seen the light of day since. However, he has committed multiple crimes worthy of being put to death. Will you be merciful, or will you be just? Deliberate." And she steps back behind one of the statues and vanishes.
So the idea is that we perfectly balance the justice with the mercy, right?
I believe
That's
so.
this challenge. So been in prison for 50 years.
And for an orc, that is life.
May I speak to the orc,
You may.
sir?
Who goes there?
We are here to decide your fate. I suggest you perk up and pay attention.
All right. What would you know?
I would like to know your side of this story.
Yes. Have I done the things that she said? Of course. But I was charged to do them for my clan. We were at war. I had to attack a village that had been sieging my people for days.
I would like to consider if he is telling the truth.
All right, I would like you to make
Likewise.
an insight check for me, please.
That I will. Natural one.
All right.
In her own tempo.
It is hard to tell with his hands bound, his posture slouched, and his eyes covered. You can't quite get a good read on him.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
I would like to judge this man's character as well.
All right, make an insight check for me.
8.
All right, modifier?
+5.
+5. All right. 13's not bad. Yes, he seems to be telling the truth. So far, at least.
Helmer wants to talk to the orc. Helmer wants to ask the orc if the orc feels bad for what the orc did.
Feel bad. I was given orders. I was asked to kill for my clan, and I'd do it again.
I would like you to describe, please, in detail, these heinous crimes which you are accused of committed.
All right.
Mindful of the children in the audience, please.
Without going into too much detail, as we are in a temple. I was sent in with a small group of orcs, and we attacked in the dead of night. We killed as many people as we could. Men, women, children, if they got in our way. Then we took what they had, their weapons, their food, their supplies, and we set fire to the entire encampment to send a message that the orcs were not to be trifled with.
I wanna ask this gentleman, what's your name?
Ugran.
Ugran?
Ugran.
Do I remember? I'm pretty old. Do I remember the events that took place?
Go
in
ahead and
question?
make a history check for me, please.
15.
All right, modifier? Also intelligence?
0.
0.
But
Okay.
keep in mind, as a member of Clan Veneda, he often knows secrets about others.
He does, and he is fairly old. So you are you are familiar with these types of skirmishes. With the detail he's given, it could be any array of different attacks. But this sounds fairly normal.
Barkeep,
How do you spell your name? I ask him.
open the channel.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure.
Just me. I would like to remind you that this time around, you guys are on a time crunch.
Indeed.
Remember, you cannot dilly-dally.
Thank you, lady. Companions, it would behoove us to move this along.
Agreed.
We do not have much time.
He has served his time.
He did commit murder. I would like to determine what Clan Arya or the creepy disappearing woman intend for us to do with this creature. Do they... I would like to roll perception.
All right. Please make a perception check for me.
11.
All right. Modifier? It'd be wisdom.
Oh, okay. 2.
2, all right. So, as you look around here, you can see that some of the statues are carrying swords. Others seem to have their heads bowed in prayer. It seems as if you were to pass judgment and perhaps even follow through on that judgment yourself.
I say we let him go.
Helmer is conflicted in Helmer's heart because Helmer also has had to kill under orders, but Helmer has always felt bad about doing sometimes that.
He is an orc, though.
That's a pretty wide berth to throw on an entire race.
No.
I think that, considering that there is some mixed opinions, we should probably defer to the Lady of Clan Arya.
I'm over 600 years old, Sonny. I have seen these wars. I know what things were like at this time for his clan. Things are different now. He served his time. Perhaps there's a reason he wasn't sentenced to death when he was sentenced in the first place.
Helmer thinks to err on the side of mercy.
The wars are no longer in place. I have no reason to believe he would commit these crimes again.
In that case, I move over to the orc and begin to unlock his chains with my thieves' tools.
All right. You don't even have to get to work too much, for as you have made this decision, the chains loose themselves and fall around his ankles. A bright light seems to encompass him, and he smiles as the blindfold fades, and he says, "Thank you."
Now, remind me of your name, friend?
Ugran.
Ugran. We have showed you mercy in this instance. Now, I do think that you do still have some atonement to do for your crimes, so would you mind assisting us in the rest of our journey through this temple? We could use a strong man like you.
As you speak, his corporeal form fades.
That's a no.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
And the female cleric steps out from behind one of the statues again. She holds up a mirror to show you Ugran appearing outside of a small cave. He straightens his clothes, knocks, and the female orc answers. She is overcome with joy as she throws her arms around his neck, and a small orc child comes out and embraces him around the circumference of his leg.
Oh, my tender heart.
Strong woman.
You have chosen mercy, a noble and important virtue of the Order of Arya. However, justice will not be left unmet.
There we go.
The cleric then again steps behind one of the statues, and as she does, 3 of those statues suddenly come to life. They draw their swords, and with that, we shall enter battle. All right.
Let's do it!
So we will go around and give each
Looking all right.
champion 15 seconds with their guardian to discuss, starting with Clan Krieg. 15 seconds.
Helmer.
Oh, Helmer's tavern friend.
Yes. Well, your guardian, more specifically. Do you
Helmer's
have your
guardian
nunchucks?
friend. Helmer, sorry, Helmer.
Your
didn't-
nunchucks.
Oh, Helmer has Helmer's nunchucks.
Oh, that's great.
Helmer's guardian.
Arya, 15 seconds. Discuss.
Drusilia,
Father.
you seem to be faring well.
Sure, I'm alright.
Do you feel that you know what you need to do?
I wish I knew how to work my arcane tablet.
Oh, that's not good news.
Right. Team Talum, 15 seconds.
Does anyone know how to find their...
My lady.
Just me. Talum's all about balance. If others are choosing to be a hero, you stay back. Remember, your primary focus is to get out alive.
And finally, Veneda, 15 seconds.
Ahem.
Hey, boss.
Yes. I think this temple is a little cold and dusty. I think you should heat things up in here, Senor Fuego.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
All right, and with that, it is Krieg's turn. Krieg, what would you like to do?
Helmer wants to use Helmer's nunchucks, and Helmer's going to run to the statue monster that is farthest away. Yes.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
And Helmer wants to grab onto the monster's arm, jump up, and hit the monster in the top of the head with Helmer's nunchucks.
All right, make an attack roll for me, please.
Helmer rolled 17.
Damage, or excuse me, a modifier.
Oh, yes. +8.
All right, and damage.
That will be 8 damage.
8 damage, very good. All right.
Not too bad.
Helmer wants to
Hefty nunchucks.
jump down, and Helmer wants to hit statue monster in the gonads with Helmer's nunchucks.
All right. In the, yes, go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Determined blood.
Helmer rolled a 13.
Okay, modifier?
8.
Excellent, that's a 21 to hit. That will hit. What's the damage?
Another 8.
Another 8 damage. Very good. 2 solid strikes from the halfling.
Well done.
Now Helmer wants to punch in the belly.
All right. This will be a flurry of blows.
Helmer's bonus hit.
Oh, bonus hit. Okay, excellent. Go ahead and make your attack roll, please.
Helmer rolled a 17.
All right, that will definitely hit with a modifier.
That is also an 8.
An 8! Wow! You have sufficiently wrecked this piece of armor. It is not down, but it is looking rough with large dents placed in its body. What else would you like to do?
That is all.
All right, that will bring it to Arya. What would you like to do?
Wasn't expecting that from such a little man.
Quite impressive.
I would first like to move behind this statue to my left.
Excellent.
And using that as cover, I stretch forth my hands and cast vile tendrils as shadowy tentacles shoot out from my hands and wrap around each of the 3 armored statues.
Excellent. So this will be a dexterity saving throw for them?
It's a roll to attack.
Roll to attack.
For all
Make
3.
your attack roll then, please.
3.
+8.
+8.
But she rolls for each of the tendrils.
She does, okay, so 1 misses. Please make a second attack.
Come on, Pleana. Natural 20!
She did it!
Damage.
Redeemed.
6 damage doubled.
Excellent. 12 damage. And for the next, please make your attack roll.
I thank you, Pleana. Do not fail me now. 5.
+8.
All right, not quite good enough. So each of these tendrils was hitting a different suit of armor, correct?
Yes.
All right, so that second one struck the one that Helmer was actually hitting. So please, Arya, finish him.
As the shadowy tentacle wraps around the armored form, darkness encases him, and shocks of dark blue lightning strike through him from head to toe, and he shatters into a powder.
He does indeed. Excellent. Anything else?
I duck back behind my statue.
All right. Bringing us then to Talum. What would you like to do?
I would like to hold my action until our sorcerer Dragonborn takes his turn.
All right. Very good.
Who's a Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
Why do you have to bring race into this?
So,
Hold up. All right. Before we dive into race, let's talk briefly for a moment just about holding an action. I hope all of you with me now, here witnesses at the Hex, are following along. They take their turns in initiative order, but if they so choose, they have the option to hold their action and to wait behind someone else who would normally go after them. Does that make sense? Are you all with me? Are you all following? It makes a wee bit of sense now. There we go. All right, let's go back to Hex and see what's about to happen.
all right. So, part of readying your action here is that I need to know the trigger specifically and what the action is going to be.
Indeed. I would like to, once, assuming that he damages one of these suits of armor, I would like to run up and stab it with my rapier.
All right. Excellent.
If I can flank, I will flank.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Veneda, what would you like to do?
All right, so the one next to the Nino here is crumbled and broken down.
Indeed.
And the other ones, okay, I'm going to take that north one and I'm going to conjure a little bit of fire in my hand and chuck it at it and make casting firebolt.
All right. Please make your attack roll.
That's a 3.
All right. Modifier.
+8.
+8. So it does strike it, but it blasts off, not doing any damage.
Let's try that again.
All
I'm going to
right.
get shown up by a little girl. Let's go. I'm going to quicken cast another firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead. Make your second spell attack.
There we go. 12.
All right. Modifier.
+8.
That will hit. All right.
Well done. About time. Well done.
That is going to be 13 fire damage.
13 fire damage. A solid hit. Well done. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm gonna
and
hide.
you have readied your action, so you may strike.
Indeed. I am going to go behind the statue. Will that grant me flanking?
Unfortunately not.
Very well. 12.
All right. Very good. Modifier. Your rapier.
I'm busy on the other task at the moment.
Okay.
+7.
+7. That is a 19. That will hit, my friend. Dealing how much damage?
8.
8 damage. All right. 8 piercing damage to the creature. And that was your readied action. So with that, it is now the animated armor's turn. 2 of them remain. And engaged with each of you, the northern one is going to attempt to attack you, Talum, as you've just stabbed it. All right. He makes an attack roll. Rolls a 4 plus 4 to hit. So with an 8.
Armor class of 16.
Does not hit. Very good.
I
All right.
skillfully dodge his hand.
You do indeed. All right. The second one then, having seen his comrade fall at the hands of the halfling, advances and attempts to strike you with his sword. That is a 15 plus 4 to hit. 19.
Point of order that he didn't fall by his hand, but that's okay. 19.
Oh, well.
His armor class is 19.
All right. And that will then hit.
Ooh.
All right. Dealing 5 slashing damage to the halfling.
Tis nothing.
At least we have those extra hit points.
You're
All right.
welcome.
And that
Helmer just needs to
concludes their turn, bringing us back to the top of initiative. We have 15 seconds on the clock, starting with Clan Krieg.
Helmer, you have your nunchucks. We've established that. Can you attack with those again? That seems to be a very wise decision.
Helmer can.
Perfect. What are you reading?
Helmer got hurt. Helmer needs food.
He's gone.
Arya, 15 seconds.
Drusilia, I would advise you to save some of your more advanced magics for the task, as much that yet lays ahead.
Understood.
How's it going?
Team Talum, 15 seconds.
Continue to take advantage of the weakened state of the creatures by going second, but also remember to retreat when possible.
Indeed. Will do.
And then finally, Team Veneta, 15 seconds.
I agree. You should save your greater spells for later, but be careful about not using up all your sorcery points.
Yeah.
I know you are very wise, though, and I trust your decisions.
All right. And that will bring us to the top of initiative. Krieg, what would you like to do?
Helmer was having a very good day. Helmer had new friends. Helmer was eating food. Helmer got hurt. Helmer's very angry. So Helmer wants to jump on up and stab in the eye with Helmer's nunchucks.
Please make an attack roll.
Helmer rolled an 18.
Woo!
Well done. Well done, my little friend.
That will hit. Damage?
8.
Very good. All
of
right. What else?
Helmer now wants to jump down and crawl on their legs, and Helmer wants to hit in the poop chute.
Sure. Okay. Please make an attack roll.
I didn't know they carved those on statues.
Krieg, is he aware they're in
Helmer
attack
rolled a
mode?
19.
19! That'll hit.
anything? Yeah.
Another 8
Attackable
damage.
range.
Very good.
Damage.
All right.
Helmer uses Helmer's bonus hit to step very hard on foot.
All right. Please make an attack roll for me.
Helmer rolled a 14.
Woo! Modifier?
8.
Excellent. And another 8 damage?
Another 8 damage.
Wow!
What's
Systemically. Anything else?
Don't make Helmer angry. Helmer will now eat food.
Arya, what would you like to do?
So much power in such a little body.
What were you eating before?
I would like to poke out from around the statue, extend one hand, casting lightning strike.
All right. Please, is this an attack roll?
Roll to attack.
Make a spell ranged attack roll, please.
11.
All right, modifier.
+8.
That'll hit.
Well done.
So which one are you attacking?
The
one?
one that is attacking Helmer.
All right, this one here.
Don't
Damage?
pick on my friend.
10 lightning.
10 lightning damage. Arya, finish him.
Woo! As I extend my hand, blue bolts of lightning shoot out, striking the armor right in the chest. As it expands throughout the creature, it explodes and pieces fall to the floor.
It does indeed.
Quite the spectacle.
Well done.
Don't pick on my friends.
Anything else? It appears that
Where's it
Ulthior
coming
has
from?
caught up to us. We must hurry or we will continue to take damage throughout the rest of this room. So, Talum, what would you like to do?
I would like to, I suppose I'll stab the creature.
All right, please make an attack roll for me.
11.
All right, modifier.
+7.
All right, that will hit. Damage?
8 damage. Is Helmer within 5 feet?
He, if you were to step around, you could be closer to him, within 5 feet.
Oh no, it's Helmer.
Is
within 5 feet of the guy.
Is Krieg's character within 5 feet of the creature I'm
Of the
attacking?
creature? Yes, it is.
In that case, I add sneak attack, which is 9.
Excellent. In that case, Talum, finish him.
Very well. I take my rapier and I stab it through one eye slit and out the other.
Woo! You do indeed. And all three of the creatures fall. Very good. Now, you see that parts of the room are starting to crumble around you. And there is a door at the north end that swings open. The floor is starting to rumble. What would you like to do?
Quickly, through the door.
All right.
Helmer runs.
Excellent. You run through the door closes behind you, and you have taken each 1 point of damage.
It's like stubbing your toe.
Everyone all right?
But it was creepy damage. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, I suggest we press forward with haste.
Indeed.
All right. You do. So you press forward through
Ex-Master,
Yes.
just checking that damage comes out of their temporary hit points, correct?
Yes, until that temporary hit points is run out. All right. So then you continue down yet another long and winding hall until you get to yet another door.
I'm guessing wisdom and fortitude.
Indeed, the word wisdom is engraved across the top, and you see that this beautiful ornate door seems to be full of the written word. And as you approach, it swings open, and you find in front of you a large library full of many, many books from floor to ceiling.
This is a very flammable room. I like it.
Careful now.
This is a temple, Senor Fuego.
I was just, noticing the fire code. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The same hooded cleric steps out from behind one of the bookcases. She says, "In this room, those who seek the sky's light must prove that they have wisdom. One of your party members has been poisoned and have only minutes to live. Hidden within these books are the pieces to a spell you need to cure your companion. It must be read thrice and without error, so make haste." And she disappears again. What I would like you each to do now is just make a D20 roll, starting first with Arya.
When did she have time?
15.
15.
Poison.
Krieg?
Helmer rolled 10.
10. Veneda?
8.
8. And Talon?
Natural 20.
Well done.
Very good.
Your point.
Unfortunately, Senor Fuego, as she steps behind one of the bookcases, you are overcome with illness. Your head starts to spin, your eyes are swimming, you cannot speak, and you have to lay down on the ground immobile. The other three of you must find this hidden incantation in the books around the room. You must search these books for the pieces of the incantation, which must be read 3 times in rapid succession without error. Will you demonstrate for us, Barkeep?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? Just
As
about
so.
that speed.
He will also be judging you if you say the words correctly and if you say them in the appropriate time frame.
Correctly? In.
I have a question. Senor Fuego has message as a cantrip. Can he use that to communicate, or is that...
Unfortunately, no. He is incapacitated at this point. So, you have 5 minutes to save your companion. Search the books. Those pieces must be found away from the table. Once you find them, bring them back to the front of the table to assemble them.
Okay, Helmer is very fast. Helmer found something.
I have a piece.
Helmer found this for the blue.
Got one.
Thread. Blue thread.
Onan, your Helmer is quite impressive.
Why, thank you.
I think you got rather lucky with that selection.
Oh, I don't believe that was luck at all.
Lady Wraithclaw, I see that your champion has quite the affinity for sneaking and thievery and seemed a little bitter that he was not part of Veneda. Are you sure his loyalties lie true with you?
Oh, absolutely. Once Veneda turned him down, there was nothing you guys could do to gain his affinity.
Got it.
Of course, most people wish they could be part of Veneda deep down.
If you do
All
say
pieces
so
of the puzzle
yourself.
must be found before you can recite the incantation.
We're almost there.
Oh.
One more piece.
One more?
One more.
Father Benedict,
Did you go through these?
Yes.
how are you?
Shuffling any of those.
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Buttons up.
You look well.
Yeah, I'm doing quite well.
Oh, good.
Father Benedict, this
Has Helmer's friend
temple
searched
seems
here?
more
Yes.
sinister than
Helmer
Veneda's
searched here.
theater did.
That's
Found
a
it.
very.
Very good.
All right. You have found all the pieces. You must repeat this in rapid succession 3 times without error.
Who's doing it? All 3 of us, or only one?
Only one needs to do it.
Sunshine sight shuns shame and seals tight. Sunshine sight shuns shame and seals tight. Sunshine sight shuns shame and seals tight.
Not too bad. That sounded wonderful.
Thank you.
Well done. The cleric emerges again.
Never mind, we don't need cheap tricks in Veneda.
They're backed up by action, but thanks for noticing.
You have proven to stay calm during dire situations, as well as the ability to solve the task laid before you. You have proven yourselves to be wise. At this, Senor Fuego sputters and expels the poison onto the floor in front of him. And he is cured.
No more tequila. Oh gosh.
Gross.
So when does it start? When?
This is a temple. That's nasty.
They got people for that.
Prestidigitation, anyone?
Oh yeah, I got that.
Very good.
Now at the same time, one of the bookcases slides open to reveal yet another path before you.
Oh, it's over?
Let's
that was
go.
easy. All right.
Now, having faced already 2 of these trials, you do note that this is indeed a very sinister, perhaps, challenge, and you wonder if you are equipped for the road ahead.
Oh, Mr. Hexmaster, sir. I hope this is a convenient time. But unfortunately, our keys have run out of juice. They need some recharging. Would you mind suspending time just for a moment? Oh, wonderful. Now, that being said, for those citizens at home, for those here, unfortunately, we need to take a wee break to recharge the keys, close and lock the channel. That being said, will our champions make it through the rest of their challenges? Will they encounter more books, more poison, more intrigue? Find out next as we enter the Hex